the channel. I hope you are all fantastic. Welcome. God, you not scared. Yeah, what am I saying? I'm trying to be fun, you know. You guys, anyway, I'm trying to be fun, okay? Now, there is a podcast that is actually on YouTube. I actually didn't know that this guy has a podcast, okay? Because I know him from TikTok and stuff like that. So the podcast is Real Talk Podcast, and I am very impressed. He's doing a great job, actually. Very nice. There was an interview with Nhlanhla Lux. Actually, Nhlanhla Lux, the last time I hear him speak, it was, I don't know how long, but anyway, it's not about me, it's not about whatever. I want us to talk about as you can see with the title there, death penalty. I want us to focus on the death penalty, and I want to hear what Mr. Nhlanhla Lux actually says about death penalty, and then I'm gonna also say my own piece, you know, on what I think about death penalty, okay? Because, well, let me not say anything. Let's allow him to actually ask the question, and let's hear Mr. Nhlanhla Lux what he's going to say.
I get to know him. But I've posted something on social media for if in case you may want to lead the questions for Nhlanhla Lux, I'll go through those questions, but not now. So Jack, I'll share something. Because of Crimea, I'm Mumzanti, sure. What do you think Katabaya death penalty? Sure. And the reason I'm asking these questions, something happened, I think you go Mastermind, I think you Congo, they've gathered maybe I think 1,200 criminals but were executed. Yeah. So I think now someone from Congo, if banana crime, I think they will think twice.
Oh, for sure.
So now, whenever you think of death penalty,
I don't necessarily believe in the death penalty unless the death penalty is for someone who has killed someone. Like I believe in conditional death penalty. Not all crimes leading to death penalty. Someone saying that you did white collar crime at Vodacom and whatever, and a judge says you must now be killed. So those things sometimes they look at what happened during the apartheid times. We've got some of our serious heroes that went through the death penalty simply because they were singing an Oliver Tambo song in front of a building full of white people. Do you see what I mean? So if it's clear that the death penalty is for those who kill people, no problem. I'm one of the people that will support it. But what I am actually interested in, because I'm part of crime fighting for more than decades now, you know. So I'm really at the center of what happens. I think once we start saying death penalty or this type of punishment, when you speak punishment, I think you're too late in the conversation. Speak prevention. If we have 1 million people killing people, death penalty can't be the answer. Why do we have 1 million people killing people? It's this democracy that we are talking about. We should really look into this democracy and ask ourselves, what happened to our African systems and our African way of life? Because pre-colonization, Africans flourished, the continent flourished. What systems did we have in place for discipline? At home, at community, at country level, at continent level. Because we had so much harmony. You'd never hear serious cases of did you hear that they took Mang Mang's head off and they raped that granny, raping a granny. But they took for 5 more makoko. So we then should look into where we come from as people, because democracy and all this English that we speak now is what was forced onto us and our people. So I'm not even trying to be racial and taking you down in an emotional roller coaster, but I'm speaking reality here. We should look that, you know, if you say, for an example, if you say we must outsource our security. I'm a man. I've got 2 daughters in the house and a wife. Someone is breaking into the house. I must call another man in the form of a policeman to come and rescue my daughters. And if I do anything, I'm at the risk of even being arrested because I killed this man. The system is not the one. Let me tell you something. Back in the day, Africans knew how to discipline and punish its kids. Today we've got too many black people in prison for things that they didn't even do. They didn't even do. back then, you know, Africans would then have what we call a lekgotla. Everywhere in Africa, doesn't matter where in Africa, Lekgotleng would hear your case, and we would together as a community help you get rehabilitated from the problem that you're facing. Why didn't we have so much depression in Africa before colonization? We were so much in harmony with nature. We knew what to do to flourish. People think that we're not civilized.
Okay, so one of the things that I must say, guys, is I do agree with Mr. Nhlanhla Lux in terms of the death penalty. Okay, now I want you to listen to me, guys, very careful, and I'm coming from an angle of South Africa when it comes to crime. Okay, they are, the government, the whatever, they are actually failing, totally failing. Okay, it's not for the fact that the statistics, they keep on going up and all of that, it's not getting better for me, then it means they are failing. It's not happening, right? Now the death penalty, okay, now I think, for me, I believe that if actually, which I would actually agree with, if death penalty is used in South Africa, let it be used on things that are serious crime. For example, killing, raping and killing, or even raping. Well, I don't know about raping. Maybe raping and killing, yes, it could be applied there. I don't know about raping, but I still believe that it can be applied, you know, especially if a person is not remorseful, okay? And then also when it comes to treason, okay? Now those crimes, I believe that it should be applied there, right? Because these are very, very, very painful, and it changed the lives of people and stuff like that. So I believe that if death penalty will be actually used, or if it could be brought back, it could be used in these serious crimes, okay? That means if a judge is sitting there and then there is a person maybe who has killed, who has done things like that, okay? They actually need to be looking at what exactly, if this case actually guarantees the death penalty. And the death penalty should not be just applied for the sake of being applied, or applied without even applying the minds and everything. Just because maybe you are a judge, you are hating this person, or maybe the country or the people are busy saying, yeah, death penalty, kill him, whatever, and then the judge takes that the decision. It has to be very convincing, and it has to be convincing without any doubt that this person deserves this. Okay? Now, people who are religious, obviously, they will say to you, yeah, but there is no one who has a right of killing your life. There is no one who has a right of taking your life away from you, blah, 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 and all of that, okay? But let me tell you guys, okay? There are countries that, okay, let me just say that people who say that, well, I don't know whether to say, from your perspective of religion, I do understand, okay? But when it comes to dealing with crime in South Africa, okay, I don't know if your argument will stand actually. Okay, if a person, guys, there is no way that a person can kill 50 people, and then you are telling me that, yeah, but this person, guys, for me, I don't know whether to say, and I do understand, and I do know that people change. Sometimes it does happen. We've seen people coming from jail changing and stuff like that. But a person who killed 50 people and is still continuing killing, unless the person, I don't know, he tells us that, yeah, he has received God, whatever, and we can see that he's changing. Anyway, let me not talk about that, okay? But all I'm saying is, when I was Googling, okay, when the reasons why actually death penalty was abolished or was taken away, in 1994, now because the death penalty was actually used, okay, in the apartheid time, they used to use death penalty. We all know that, okay? So obviously when 1994 came in, the constitution is actually built, or the constitution is actually put into place and everything. Well, according to the constitution, it was found out that actually death penalty, it must be abolished. Okay, there was another actually Google I did, which was explaining actually the deeper reasons why the court at that time actually abolished the death penalty. It was saying to us that when you apply or death penalty, it actually infringes, or it actually undermines the rights and also the dignity of the person that it is applied to. Okay, now that means if a person has killed 50 people and the death penalty is applied to that person, all right, they say that that person who killed 50 people, okay, if you apply death penalty, it means you are undermining their rights, you are undermining or their dignity. Listen to me. The person has killed 50 people, 100 people. When you decide to apply death penalty, the constitution or the court tells you that when you do that, you are undermining their rights, you are undermining their dignity. While the person has actually killed these people, has undermined, not even undermined, he has taken their dignity, has taken their rights out of the picture, out of the earth. Okay, 100 people, 50 people killed by that person. Number two, it said to us that it was because during the apartheid time, right, the death penalty was used racely. That means they were only using it or applying it maybe to a certain race, which it was like that actually. Okay, in other words, if there is a white person, there is a black person, maybe they have done the same crimes, they would prefer to apply death penalty on a black person than a white person. Okay, that was it. So also, I don't know the other things, they are just on top of my mind. Okay, but when it comes to death penalty in Mzansi, it was removed. Okay, now this is where I come in, guys. All right, okay, I've been inside, but let me just come in again. Okay, I'm coming in now, and I want you guys to tell me, what do you think about this? This is what I am thinking. If the death penalty is actually put into place in Mzansi, all right, maybe not with the intention of applying it, okay, or of applying it to just any crime. It can only be applied because during the apartheid time, I think in 19 what I think I forgot the year, when they would apply the death penalty, they will apply it on crimes like treason, okay, rape, and also killing. Okay, it's treason, rape, I think, and killing. Okay, let's just say killing, treason, and rape. Okay, now I forgot the first one, the exact first word. Okay, but what if then it is applied, right? And the way it is applied, it is used actually with some very carefulness. That means with very caution. That means it is there. And the reason why it is put there, the aim is not to just apply it. Okay? Only apply it, or it will only be applied when it is needed, when it is seen that this person, he deserves it, according to the law, according to what he has done, no remorse. People is just, he doesn't even care. Okay? Now, and also raping people and stuff like that, and death, treason and stuff like that. Now, if those crimes are the ones that actually it happens, and then they can apply it. Now, what it will do, ladies and gentlemen, they don't have to announce. I believe so. They don't have to announce that death penalty will be applied here and this way, because it will still make people not to be afraid. I am talking about if death penalty it is applied, right? not applied, man. It is actually put into law, right? I believe that the behavior of the people, okay, moral of the people are going to come back, especially those who are killing people. Those who are killing people, those who are raping people willy-nilly, without even regrets, okay? It might maybe, I'm not saying it's a short thing, it might maybe control the emotions, not emotions, but control the behavior of the people. Now, if death penalty is there, a person who might think of killing them, he might think of the death penalty. Okay, if I kill this person, I might die, okay? Or if I rape the person, I might die. If I commit treason, I might die. You know, at least they will know. People, they will behave. People, it will bring people together. The reason why I am saying that is why you see these countries that are using this thing. Their crime, it's not even up. It's some of the countries, it's actually zero. It's actually zero. I was watching one of the videos on TikTok. There was a guy actually from China who was talking about this thing of poisoning, food poisoning. In China, he says in China, according to the law, he was reading the law. He says if you do that thing, food poisoning, it's either you are going to be arrested for 5 years or for 10 years if maybe you have committed food poisoning, and if the food poisoning includes death, okay, you are going for 10 years. And if you are found with food poisoning, it will be 5 years. If there is death in that, it's going to be 10 years. And then there is somewhere where he says there is death penalty. I think if you, I don't know, maybe if the damage is so big, the damage is so big, that means these people that have died in Mzansi because of food poisoning, in China, whomever is found with food poisoning, they will be put to death penalty. In China, look at the crime in China. Look at all the countries that are using the death penalty and look at their crime. It's not up there. In Mzansi, people, they do crime because it is easy. They come in easy, first of all. Number two, they can do their crime easily. They can just run away. They can talk to some people and they can run away. Just like that guy of the mining, that guy of the Stelfontein, the kingpin, running. How did he run? That is the main person that you should have gone after. That is the main person that you should have kept in. How did he run? How did he went out? Huh? That is why people, they do whatever they want. It is because our hand is very soft on people. That is why, guys, these things, some of these laws, it's not like you put them there just to apply them easily like that. No, you put them to control the behavior of the people. Simple as that. Trust me, guys, psychologically, if it is announced there is death penalty is back. If you commit treason, okay, they don't even say if you do what. They can just say if you kill somebody. You know, this thing will be applied somehow. I can tell you it will control people. I can tell you. We can't be having people, guys, killing people easily like that. And you can even hear Mr. Lux here. He speaks about the police. He says, you've got a family and your family is facing some death. Somebody is attacking your family, all right? And you are a man in the house. Let's just say maybe you've got some firearm or anything, okay? And then you have to call the police. Let's leave the part where he says you call another man, okay? You call the police. You've got something that can protect you. And then when you decide to use that thing, all right? When you decide to use your firearm to protect your family, and maybe you shoot that person, and maybe let's say that person passed on. In South Africa, you might be even arrested by protecting your family. They want you to call the police, which are going to take forever. I'm not saying people, they must use their firearms. I believe that those people who've got firearms, they know how to use their firearms. Therefore, they are following the law also. Okay, but unfortunately in Mzansi, if you want to protect yourself, if you want to protect your family in Mzansi and you do anything with your firearm, in most cases you find yourselves in jail. Like I'm repeating again, the reason why people have got firearms out there, it is because they want to protect themselves. All right, and unfortunately in South Africa it's very tough. Anything can happen at any time unless you stay in those big houses, in those penthouses and stuff like that where there is good security. Then at least you are but even then, when you go out, we've seen videos of people coming out from their complexes. When they come out, there is people who are waiting for them. Boom, they take the car. Boom, they shot him. Boom, they do this, they do that. Why? Because it's not safe. Unless you decide to stay at home. I don't know until when, because you want to go out and get some air. But guys, like, I don't know. I've heard people talk about death penalty, blah, 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 what. But I can tell you guys, this thing, it can control people. It can control people. The law, the reason why there is a law, it is so that it can control the people. That is why even in the Bible, those who follow the Bible, in the Old Testament, they were using the law so that it can control the behavior of people. If you do this, you must do this. If you do this, you must pay this. If you do this, you must buy a cow and bring it. If you do this, blah, 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 blah. Because it was controlling the behavior. So even though in the Old Testament people, they did it anyway. Just to show that a human being needs some help, which is God. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what do you think about that. I enjoyed this actually. And it was so fantastic. And Nhlanhla Lux, it's been long not hearing him speak. It's so nice to see him speaking. Ladies and gentlemen, you can go and subscribe to that channel that I spoke about, which I think you can see it on the screen. And then you can subscribe to my channel and you can follow me. You can like, you can do anything. Okay? Thank you guys. You have a good day. Sharp, sharp, perfect.